guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I'm finally going to be able to share with you guys my engagement story and also finally share with you guys the final reveal of my new ring. But before you guys get to see all that juicy stuff and hear my story and meet my fiance, I wanted to give a big thank you to Brilliant Earth for sponsoring this video, and I also wanted to thank them for being super patient with me. They had such an amazing team. This ring literally means the world to me, and I'm so excited I was able to partner up with such an amazing team that literally helped me create the ring of my dreams. I actually came across Brilliant Earth through Instagram, and I just fell in love with the amazing selections of rings that they had, and I was like, girl, I need to get my ring from them. So I'm so happy everything worked out and I got my ring, but I'm not going to show you because you gotta wait till see the actual video. So finally, introducing to you guys my story, my engagement story, my unboxing of the new beautiful ring that I never take off and I'm just obsessed with. Enjoy. I have a special guest again. My fiance. I'm so excited to be filming this video because you guys have asked me a bunch of questions when it comes to the engagement, the proposal, and the new ring, and why I changed the ring, how was the engagement, all that stuff. So this video is pretty much going to cover that entire process from the proposal, the actual engagement, and the ring, the original ring, and now the new ring. So we're pretty much going to cover all of that. And to start off, my fiance is going to take over and he's kind of just going to give you guys a little backstory on how did he come up with the idea of picking the ring that he chose and everything in that nature. So take it away.
What's up guys, my name is Eb and I'm going to discuss with you a little bit of the process I went through to choosing the ring and the engagement. So I would say around August of 2018 is when I chose that I was going to do my thing, step up and propose. So I made a call to a friend of mine, a real close friend of mine. He's a jeweler in the city. I just gave him the little touching points of what I was looking for, because all I knew was that she didn't want a princess cut, she didn't want anything circle, she liked the teardrop option or the pear option, the pear teardrop, or the oval option. Yeah. So I knew that. I knew she didn't like silver, so it was either gold or rose gold to choose from. Yeah. So I had a little bit of basics covered. But
it was based on one conversation, and I think that's kind of what we kind of want to encourage you to, if you're like in the boyfriend and girlfriend stage and you guys have talked about, you know, getting engaged, make sure if you're a guy watching this video, make sure you ring shop at least one time, because he made his decision on the first ring based of one like 20-minute conversation.
That's also because I made up my mind in July, roughly July, end of July to early August, that I was going to propose in September, which would have made our 5-year anniversary. Yeah. So I didn't have that much time to work with because she was going to be away for all of August. So based off of one conversation, I tried to get as much details as I could. We never ring shopped.
I've never tried engagement rings. Like, my sister had just gotten engaged and it was about to be her wedding, so I wasn't thinking about my turn. Like, I was just thinking about, you know, like her wedding. I'd never tried rings on my hand, so I didn't know what ring, like an engagement ring. Like, I'm a jewelry girl, like I love jewelry, but never an engagement ring or anything of that nature. So that kind of was like a whole new world for me, because I was like, wait a minute, like my engagement ring has to be a statement piece. It has to be something that's gonna be like, oh my God, like you're engaged. And so I never tried anything that, like I never found anything or like even looked for anything to see that. So when he was like asking me like, what do you want? I was like, I don't know what I want. Like, I don't know. I've never tried anything on. I was like, I mean, a pear shape is nice. The teardrop is nice. And like, I don't even think I mentioned oval. I think I just looked. Did I mention oval? Yeah, I didn't really like know what I wanted. So he kind of just took the little bits of information that I did, and he literally crafted this ring with exactly everything that we talked about that day, which is kind of crazy.
Dude, what are you doing? Are you drinking? Oh, what?
Say yes.
Say yes, girl.
Yes. What?
the ring, I mean, like, we've talked about this, you know, it took me a while to let him know that I wasn't really in love with the ring, because to me, I wanted it to be like a huge statement, and not that I wanted a humongous diamond or anything like that. I just wanted it to like be a statement. I kept telling him, like, I have big hands. Like, you guys probably can't tell like through camera, but I feel like I'm 5'8", I'm a big girl, I'm like not skinny, but I want something that was gonna like not drown in my hand. And I guess that's the only thing that I was like concerned about, but it took me like 2 months to tell him.
Roughly, yeah.
Like, I didn't want to tell him because he was so happy about the ring, and I loved the ring and just the way everything turned out. I like really didn't want to tell him, and it took a long time for me. I was like, okay, am I gonna be honest and like tell him the truth, or am I just gonna roll with this ring for the rest of my life, knowing that, you know, like, it's not the ring that I'm in love with, that I want to like have for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? It sounds a little crucial, but you know, I had to like be honest, you know, and I told him, I was like, hey, like, indirectly, I was like, babe, you know, like, my hand is a little too big for the ring. And what was your reaction?
My reaction at first was a little bit shocked. Kind of had to process everything in my head over again. Like, all right, like, I'm gonna listen to what she has to say first. So fellas, always listen to what your girl wants, your significant other wants. It's very important to listen and to take your time in the process, not to rush.
Especially when they don't know what they want.
Yeah.
Like,
so, yeah, exactly.
Ring
so that's
shop,
when you guys got to ring
sure.
shop together. Do it together as a team, because it's really hard to do it. It's very rare that you could hit it off of one shot.
Yeah.
Without
with her being completely in love with it, and it's a statement piece. It's a piece that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. It's a meaningful, you know, piece of jewelry. It's not just, oh, it's just another ring. It's just something else added to your collection. At least that's how I saw it. It was something that was very valuable to me. I'm gonna wear it every day. Like, it's gonna represent me, and it should have a little bit of both of us. And it is an investment, you know. Diamonds, after working with Brilliant Earth, I realized, because I know he had learned a lot, like looking for a diamond, they're so expensive, and it's a lot that goes into the diamond. Like, a lot of times you think, oh my God, bigger is better, but if you choose a bigger diamond and it's not clear and it's not like a nice color, it kind of like gets lost, and it's just like, meh. So fast forward, we ended up talking about it, and we both agreed. Well, I kind of went behind his back, but essentially we both agreed that it was time, you know, we were going to get a new ring. I ended up going on Instagram, and I started looking at a bunch of different jewelry brands, and I wanted someone that was going to be special and that was going to like stand out, and that was going to have unique pieces, and that they were willing to work with me in what I wanted, because essentially I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I was looking for. Like, I had an idea, but I didn't have an idea at the same time. So I ended up finding Brilliant Earth, which I'm so happy I did, because working with them has been an amazing experience. We were able to go visit the showroom, which was in Boston. They have a bunch of different locations. We live in New York, so we took a trip to Boston. Was it Boston?
Yeah, roughly 4-hour drive, so it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't a 4-hour drive, babe. It was a 2-hour drive.
It was not 2 hours.
Boston is not 4 hours, my love. It's like 2 hours.
That's right.
There's no way it was 4 hours, because that means we would have been driving for 8 hours. 3 hours.
I got you right now.
I think it was 3 hours.
3:23 on a Sunday, no traffic.
Damn.
So roughly 4 hours. 3.5 minutes.
We drove that far?
Yes, I drove that far. Not we. I did.
Okay, dang, I didn't know that. I literally thought it was like 2 hours.
You was asleep half the ride.
So we set up an appointment to go check out the different rings, because they do have the diamonds and they have a bunch of different settings. So we coordinated an appointment to go to their closest showroom, which was for us 4 hours away. So we made a day trip. We have arrived. Yay! I'm so excited. My brows are on because I was looking crazy in that other clip. My babe is here. Are you excited, babe?
Super.
And it's pouring rain. We're currently walking to Brilliant Earth to check out some settings and some diamonds and see what captures my attention. Ooh. Ooh. Ah! I'm so nervous, but I'm excited, but I'm nervous. Ooh, look at these elevators. Fancy. Fancy, fancy. we were in the showroom, and there was so many different options of different rings, different diamonds, different settings, different like colors. Like they have gold, they have silver, they have rose gold, like so many different endless options.
We met up with Chloe. She was our advisor in this whole process. Shout out to her, man. She was real patient with us, especially with me.
And with me too.
Yeah, so I was still a little bit salty about her changing the ring.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's going through the ring and stuff like that. I'm just like.
He's definitely serious throughout the clip if you guys are paying attention to his patience.
Yeah, so.
He was going in on Chloe. He was asking her a whole bunch of questions on the diamonds that they were showing us. He was like, because he knew his stuff. He had done his homework. I didn't do my homework.
Not too much, just a little bit.
You knew how to identify the diamonds.
Yeah,
I was like new. I was like, oh, it's a whole new world. Like I really was in the air. Yeah, he wasn't like, you were impressed, but at the same time, like, you was still salty about me just breaking the news to you, because it was in the matter of a week or like 2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks, I was.
No, that I told you, and then we went out to go see it.
Like 2 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks, so he was still a little bit like.
But regardless of that, Chloe really worked with us and really opened my mind about the choices and where the diamonds come from and how it's made and imported.
Yeah.
So she really helped us with educating us on the whole process.
Yeah.
So it put my mind at ease, and we began to construct it, the design.
Mm-hmm. So something really cool about Brilliant Earth is that if you can't make it to a showroom, they do have a bunch of locations. I am going to list them down in the description box below so you guys can see, you know, if you're in the process of getting an engagement ring or really any ring in general or piece of jewelry that you want to be like super meaningful. They do have a bunch of different locations, which I will list down below. So make sure you check out the description box before clicking out of the video. But if you cannot make it to a showroom, like for me and him, like I thought about it a million times. I was like, yo, 4 hours? We're about to drive 4 hours just to see it. And we weren't even going to get the ring that day, obviously, because we were crafting it and we were making it, personalizing it to how you wanted it to be. So I was like, we're going to make that drive all over there.
No, wait, me.
Well, okay, well, because I was going with you, obviously. Yeah. And you know, we might have to do it again for the wedding band.
Maybe, yeah.
So yeah, so if you cannot make it to a showroom, their website online was my daily dose. Like legit, for 2 weeks straight, I was on their website 24/7. I sent him like endless screenshots of like different designs, different settings with different diamond shapes, with different clarity and just like different pricings. Like I was there eating up the website. It's so cool because as you guys can see now, like you can try on different rings, the ones that you create, depending on the size, depending on the clarity, the color, the cut, all of those different features. You can check it out on how it would look on your hand. And what I love about their website is that it also adjusts to your skin tone. So if you have a fair skin tone, you can drag it down to like a fair skin tone so you can see your hand. And then if you have a deeper complexion, it also lets you, you know, like shade your hand a little bit darker so you can kind of get a sense of how the ring will look in your hand. It also lets you take a picture, which I was doing every time I created a new piece of jewelry. Well, every time I created a new ring, it lets you take a picture of your hand so you can really see exactly how it's going to fit on your hand. I have a bunch of pictures of different rings that I ended up creating, and I loved all of them, but it came down to the moment of truth, to the ring that we created.
I had a little bit of say, not too much.
Yeah, he had a little bit of say on the diamond, but I already knew what I kind of wanted.
No changing her mind. So it's, you gotta keep in mind that you're not even designing it for yourself, it's for her. So fellas, you have to take an L sometimes with your taste.
You didn't take an L.
No.
You didn't take an L.
You just have to put your pride aside and let your shorty design it.
Yeah, so I ended up getting, so what's funny is that I ended up designing one ring. They sent me the ring. I fell in love with the ring, but I felt like something was missing to it. So okay, so the first ring I ended up going with was the Lux Sienna setting. That one was like the one that I had my heart on because the band was thick, it had a halo on it, and it was like, it was just really pretty, right? I fell in love with it, and I was unboxing it for the very first time. Like my heart fell out, and I called him, and my hands were shaking. I was like, oh my God, look at the ring. Like I was obsessed with the ring. But then like 2 weeks after, like 3 weeks after, I was like, you know, I feel like there's something missing about the ring. Okay, so then I ended up going for, again, Chloe. Thank you very much. She was an amazing help. So after I told her I was in love with the ring, like 3 weeks later, I was like, okay, Chloe, I think there's a little something missing in the ring. So for me, I think it was a little bit way too traditional. So I wanted something that had a little bit more, like, not perfectly cut. Because I went with an oval shape, but I wanted something, I don't know how I was able to explain it to her, but she showed me the Rosa diamond ring.
More design in the halo.
Yes, yes. I wanted it more a design because I didn't want it to look like a traditional ring. So I ended up going with the Rosa diamond ring, which is the ring that you guys are seeing right now. This is my baby and I love it so much. It's just beautiful, like the design of it, the color. I went with 18 karat gold because I just love gold. Gold just looks well with my complexion. I feel like that's why I always lean towards gold jewelry, because it just looks so much better on me. Another really cool thing about Brilliant Earth is that if you don't like what you see on the website, they do have tons of different settings for your engagement ring. You can actually custom design a ring, which is something we didn't, that's not the route we took, but they do have that as an option if you really want to, you know, customize the crap out of your ring and like make sure like nobody in the world has the ring that I have. Then they do have an option to customize it, and they do have really nice customized pieces on their website as well, which was really cool. So that's another option to look into if you're interested, and that's something I did really like about Brilliant Earth. Okay, and another thing about the showroom, which I really liked, was that it's very intimate. So while we were there, I think there was just like one other person there, right? And they came like after. And it's very, like, they have tons of options to see, and it's not like...
It's not cluttered, it's an open,
yeah, it's not
like
cluttered.
Space.
Yeah, it's an open space. Like, it's really like personable. Like, they listen to you, what you want, what you don't know what you want. Even if you don't know what you want, like, you can try different things on. And it's just very, it was just a very intimate and special moment and experience. It was totally worth the 4-hour drive, because we ended up creating, you know, something that I will always wear and I'll always treasure and I'll always keep dear to my heart. Even though it took 3 times, but we did it. So thank you so much to Brilliant Earth and the Brilliant Earth team.
Thank you guys.
You guys were amazing. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love and for helping me create the piece of jewelry that's going to stay with me forever and ever and ever. Well, yeah, that pretty much sums up the video, our engagement story, all about the ring, a little unboxing so you guys can see how beautiful this ring looks in natural lighting. And it's just a very unique piece, and I really love the oval shape to it. It's just, it just has my heart, and it fills up my finger perfectly, like it does. Like, it's just amazing. Fellas, listen to your girl.
Listen to your girl.
Even if she doesn't know what she wants. And my ladies, check out rings without, like, go try on some engagement rings, girl. Like, just go do yourself the favor. Even if you single, if you dating, if you haven't talked about getting married, if you haven't talked about proposals, girl, go try on some rings. You never know when that moment is gonna come, and you need to stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. All right? So go.
That's deep.
Go ahead, try on some rings. Get a feel of what you like, what you don't like, the size of your hand, size of the diamond, size of this. Check it out.
Make it fun.
Make it fun. Definitely make it fun. Don't make it stressful so you don't got to go through what we went through. Because it put our relationship on the edge.
She wasn't going nowhere.
I was like, babe, I thought he was going to leave me. He was like, this girl's not unappreciative, so I thought he was going to leave me. But honesty is key, so I chose to be honest, and I would 100% do it again. Like, be honest with you instead of lying and saying, I love the ring, when I wasn't, like, in love with the ring.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Later, guys.
Bye.